This woman looks so innocent, but what she did to her very own son will leave you in shock. Now, this woman's name is Robbie. Robbie is 69 years old, and she has a son, a grown-up son, who is 42 years old. His name is Gaida. Now, Gaida has a brother, and the brother and other relatives realize that, Gaida, we've not been hearing from you for some time now. Gaida's brother said he had not heard from him for a week, and he became worried, and the whole thing became suspicious. So he contacted the police, and that was how he filed a missing persons report. Now, this whole thing happened late December 2023. Now, the police began investigation, but now, Robbie and Gaida were both living in the same apartment, so the number one suspect was Robbie. They went ahead to ask Robbie if she knew anything about his whereabouts, where he had gone to. Robbie replied and told them that Gaida had taken an Uber to Louisiana to buy a car. Now, when the police checked Gaida's Uber account, they realized that there was no activity done at that period of time. Now, this is where the whole thing got suspicious, because sometime around January 2024, Gaida's brother and his stepmother, who lives in California, received a letter which was believed to be from Gaida. Now, in the letter, it stated that Gaida had gone to the Philippines to meet a woman. Like, in the letter, he wrote that he had gone to Philippines to meet a woman. Now, was that letter actually from Gaida, or was it from someone else? This is where the whole story got interesting. Now, as investigations were ongoing, the police realized that Robbie, on the other hand, this 69 years old woman, had cases of murder in the year 1995. More like she's a murderer. Now, not just that, they also discovered that she had been using false names. Like, when somebody is trying to hide something, in this location they are using Chidera, the other location they are using Chinedu, the other one they are using Emeka, different names, and you don't even know who this person is. Now, they realize that some places she used to tell them her name is Israel, some other places, like, she used different names. Now, this was where the police started suspecting her even more. Now, the police got permission to search Robbie's apartment. When they got to her apartment, they searched the whole place and they discovered a receipt. Now, the receipt showed that Robbie had gone to Home Depot to buy some materials. She bought like 15 bags of sand, she bought 2 rolls, she bought some other things. Now, at this time, the police were wondering, what would a 69 years old woman be doing with such materials? Well, they didn't really think much of it, but the investigations were still ongoing. Now, in that same January, the brother and stepmother of Gaida received another letter and some phone calls again. Now, at this time, they no longer believed that this was from Gaida. They started suspecting that someone was behind this, and this was no longer a letter from Gaida. But they didn't just know who it was. So they told the police, they gave the police the letters. As you can see, they told the police that these were the letters that Gaida sent, which of course they didn't even know if it was Gaida or someone else. Now, at this time, the whole thing got suspicious. They went back to Robbie's apartment to search the place. Now, when they were searching her apartment again, they discovered a false wall in front of her house. Now, when they checked behind the wall, they saw a wooden box, and the box was made with the materials that was purchased by Robbie. Because during the whole investigations, they realized that Robbie had gone back to the Home Depot to purchase some other items like soil and some other things. And this was the same materials they found that was used in making the box. They found that was used in making the box and the first wall. Now, at this time, they arrested Robbie and wanted to, interview her. But then, the moment they caught her, Robbie took some pills, which was meant to end her life. But then the police rushed her to the hospital. Now, the doctors tried their best to revive Robbie, and she was finally revived. Now, at this time, police took her in custody and started, interrogating her. But then, Robbie, it seems like she was always someone that liked to lie. She tried her best fabricating stories. She said that the guy had shot himself, he did this, he did that, but the police didn't believe her. Now, an autopsy was done, and they realized that the guy, Gaida, was shot on the head, at the back of his head. When they asked the woman, she said that he did it himself. But then further investigation showed that she was the one that did it. The letters and the phone calls, her boyfriend was behind the phone calls. She asked him to, pretend to be Gaida. And then the letters were written by her. It was all fabricated by her. She even took Gaida's phone to somewhere very far, just to conceal the whole thing, so that they won't be able to track the location and they would think he's traveling. Like, all these things just to conceal her own son's death. Now, it is very, very unclear why she did this, because I don't know why you would want to murder your son, because from the look of things, he didn't do anything to her. According to her, she said she wanted to, she wanted to take him off his misery, more like he was in some kind of pain and she was helping him. But the police said it was all a lie. She was just fabricating stories. Now she has been sentenced to life imprisonment and she's going to be spending her remaining days, her remaining years behind bars. This is very sad. Guys, don't forget to follow me for more updates and stories. Don't forget to like this video, share, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video.